Now, like many people, our next guest is an animal lover, but unlike most people, Vicky Lowing shares her Melbourne home with 3 huge crocodiles.
Vicky's been living with the reptiles for 40 years, but now authorities are threatening to take her beloved animals away. This is what breakfast time at Vicky Lowing's house looks like.
Oh, yeah, you're not in a good mood, are you? You have a go at me and I'll smack your bum.
Fovian is a male freshwater crocodile. Vicky's been looking after him for 11 years. Johnny is 23 years old and Fovian's mate. She can also get a bit snappy.
Oh! You frightened me. Isn't that silly?
The pair had 2 offspring, which Vicky hatched in an incubator called JJ and FJ. Jilfia completes the family. She's a 3-metre salty who freely roams around Vicky's house and backyard.
Grab it.
But now Victoria's Environment Department has ordered Vicky to get rid of the saltwater croc. It says she's not complying with regulations and is refusing to renew her licence. Vicky, however, is snapping back and taking authorities to court.
Vicky joins us now. Vicky, good to see you again. We caught up a little while ago and you showed us around the house with your pets there. Authorities are saying you haven't met required regulations for keeping the saltwater crocs. What haven't you met? What haven't you done?
That's correct, Koshy. Last year when I went to renew my licence, they said that I hadn't met requirements. It's mainly to do with the enclosures and the safety aspect, which I've improved. But a lot of it seems to be made up stuff, like I treat my crocodiles more like domestic pets than actual caged animals. And they mentioned my record book. Just things that just didn't seem very valid. That was last year, and then this year I reapplied for my licence, and they've come back at me with things like, again, not no, I can't get it. Not meeting the code of practice in regards to the enclosures, which really didn't make a lot of sense because they don't explain why. They do talk about safety. There's a safety risk. The saltwater crocodile is completely locked up in an enclosure. And these freshies, well, they're not dangerous to humans, and the room is locked, and I do now have a fenced area, so there's an extra safety barrier there, but a lot of it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, you obviously know the animals quite well, but they are still quite... Yeah. The big one surely could be quite dangerous. Do you sort of see... Yeah. The point here of the safety aspects, that to have a 3-metre croc wandering around in the backyard could turn dangerous at some point?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, of course. I'm quite well aware of that. And I knew a time would come when I would have to move Jilfia on because of my age and because of her size. It's just that I don't like being forced to do it. But that's not the problem. My biggest worry is my freshwater crocodiles, Johnny especially, I've had for 23 years. And I feel threatened that they're going to take her, and I just don't think that's very fair. It's like having your children torn away from you.
So you're happy to get rid of the big bloke? Yeah. Which I doubt
I'm not happy about it to do it right now, but yes, I am.
But you want to keep the little fellas.
So.
Okay.
What room are you in there?
Yeah.
Which room of your house have you put this pool in?
This is the lounge room where I keep the freshwater crocodiles. I did move them into the bungalow recently. Prior to an inspection. Unfortunately, though, Johnny was back over at the house 2 days later. Crocodiles can die from stress very easily. It's their biggest killer. And stress. The last thing I want to do is stress them out. They're used to...
Do your neighbours get stressed?
Yeah, and they... No, because I've got 2.1-metre fences all around.
Oh, okay.
And these crocodiles... I will be putting these crocodiles in Julie's bigger enclosure and see how they go in there. Hopefully they'll learn to adapt to that.
Vicky.
Yeah.
All right, all the best. Keep us updated. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thanks, Koshy. Thanks, Sam. That's okay.
And Vicky doesn't have a possum problem. With her house or any stray cats.
Well, and she used to have a dog.
Yeah.